check audio. Alright, I think audio's fine. I think the game audio is fine. I think so, at least. Right, so, I should probably mention, yeah, didn't stream yesterday. I was absolutely exhausted. I was dealing with stuff to do with my room. Basically had to lift up the floor, and that was not fun at all. Oh well, that's all sorted, and hey, I still have internet to do this stuff, because that was actually a real concern that maybe we would have messed up the Ethernet connection. So yeah, we're all good now. So that means we can carry on. Alright, I did do the dailies yesterday, and I didn't do any of the leyline stuff. I just converted it into like the condensed resin, because well, can't really just do it all off stream. It's like, yeah, I just didn't have the energy. I'll do it today when I feel better, and I feel better. Because being absolutely exhausted does a number on you, clearly and obviously. Where's my phone? But yeah, so we're back at it again. Let me just... Oh, phone's at 91%. Cool. I swear I had a list of topics, what was going on, and I just completely forgot about them. That's not a good sign. No, what I definitely had things to talk about. There was some sort of tweet about potentially Shenhe's, or not Shenhe, Eula's back being censored, like removing her shoulder blades. Well, that'd have to happen for Shenhe. That would have to happen for, I think, Ganyu as well. So I think that little leak of censorship is fake, because why would it be for Eula? Like, okay, so also, I should also mention the Censorship Outfits came out, and let me just claim these real quick. Great Penguin Zip Tie. Oh, did I do that? Oh no, I didn't do this. Oh wow, I actually didn't do this. Oh wow. Oh, it's one of these. Oh, I really don't like these ones. I didn't even know this was a thing. Also, it's really loud. Oh god. Press the down arrow key or tap the screen. Okay. Oh, it's angling. Okay. Okay, you can't see it. Yeah, okay, you can't see it. So what else are the rewards? Oh, these give Primogems. Okay, I'm gonna do this for a little bit, because, again, I forgot to do this, so... Alright. But yeah, so the censorship outfits came in. As far as I can see, the only reason why Amber was censored was because she had slight cleavage. Like, just not even a lot of cleavage, just slight amounts. Let's see. Jean was censored because I think she had midriff? No, was it midriff or was it like back something? Mona definitely got issues with cleavage. Or more specifically, issues to do with... Can I do that? It's not so much cleavage, it's more like you could see the outline on her boob. It's probably easier for me to show than to, you know, talk about. In fact, I should probably do that now. I'll claim that in a moment. So, if I go into Jean Outfits, we've got Favonian Devotion, which is her current outfit, and then you got this one, which, well, first of all, the pauldrons are the exact same. It just hides the cleavage so it's less visible. Also covers the entire top. And yeah, that's all it kind of does. Yeah, nothing else really changes. So yeah, it just removes the cleavage. Mona was next. As you can see where her boobs actually are. Oh god, that's so loud. That's so loud. Okay, let me just quickly. Can I mute this? There you go. I can mute that. It's fantastic. Um, it uh, it removes her leggings, so you know you can only see the leggings here. And it doesn't look like a leotard. Her boobs kind of blend in with the shirt, so you know that happens. The cleavage here is removed. The hat just changed patterns. Yeah, nothing else has changed as far as I'm aware. Amber, I believe, is next. And Amber is the most confusing one. Like, this one has barely changed at all. Like, they lowered these so it comes down past her shorts. They didn't extend her shorts though, which I find interesting. Um, she has cleavage here, but these were pulled up so she has less cleavage. Again, I'm not sure why. And then they changed this from black to white, probably to make it look to blend a little bit more. Again, not sure why. I thought the design was fine. And then the final person was Rosaria. Yeah, Rosaria now wears a belt. I think it also hides a bit of her. It just blends everything together from what I see. Also, it just covers her shoulders. Again, no idea why these are basically. Because fun fact, these outfits are censorship versions in China. We get them to be optional. So if you really are offended by having boobs, you can remove the boobs and have a more it's not even traditional. It's like the anti-nun outfit, which it's again I like the default more. But that's because I like the default more. I'm fairly certain if this was our regular and this was unlockable, maybe I'd go, oh, maybe Executor's Thorns is better, or maybe, oh, to the Church of Spirit is better. Who's to say? Anyway, back to doing more fishing attempts, because that minigame needs to be done. And I would be streaming it, but it's on a browser, so it's a little tricky to stream. But if I can explain it, you've got Paimon and the Traveler just kind of fishing out in the ocean. And the entire goal is to get these treasure chests. Or fish. And boxes give you the most, treasure chests give you... Oh, sorry. Treasure chests give you the most, boxes give you the second most. Ooh. Apparently, if you collect all the stuff... Oh, no, 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 no. I'm not going to do it in time, am I? Oh, I've got... Okay, I can get at least one more. Oh, yeah. I got 360. Alright. And now I've got one more to do. But you've got this net swinging back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So what's just generally happening is... Again, you're just going back and forth, and you have to throw out the line so it connects with something. And if you connect with something, you pull it in, depending on the item size. It goes in either really slow or really fast. Rocks are worth the least, but they weigh the most, so you really want to avoid them. Actually, how much are they worth? I think they're worth 0. Oh, 10. Oh, so they are worth something. It's just really poor. Treasure chests, unfortunately, are also very heavy, so they're worth, was it 200? 100. They're worth a fair amount. But if you miss anything, well, you've got to wait for the entire rotation to go back. You've got to finish for it to pull back in. And yeah, that's generally it. Also, apparently, you get these character pop-ups every so often. Oh, come on. Just aim at the very edge. Alright, and 255. Yeah, I don't like these events very much. I think they're a little bit boring. And yeah, I got 580 for like not really much. So, and now I've run an attempt, so I can't exactly do it anymore. This treasure, which you can get prima gems, by unlocking areas. But again, I was not aware of this was the thing. So I'll get back to that. Anyway, actually back to grinding. So, all right, we're doing a quiz. She's the librarian. Not librarian. She's not an administrator. He is knight captain. Oh, never mind. Outrider. So unfortunately, you didn't answer them all correctly. What? Wait, when was it mandatory to do them all correctly? I'm sorry. It's like, sorry, you thought Lisa was like some sort of monster hunter. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. She will now throw you into a dinosaur like a monster hunter as punishment. But yeah, so there's been a whole lot of censorship talk going on about, and yeah, censorship happens. We thankfully don't get it forced on us, and it's deemed optional, which I think is the best way to go about it. Because if someone truly hates like Rosaria or Amber or something, they'll pick that one. But I also think it's a really, well, I don't like the idea of forcing it. I also don't get why you would. Like, generally, censorship makes no sense to me. It's like if you're censoring something, you either want it to belong to a different demographic, and it's just an element, you know, that just got out of hand. So okay, well we reel it back a little bit, or I guess someone's breathing down your neck, like, hey, Amber's got cleavage. We don't like that. But sir, it's like that's her design. It's like, you're gonna change it, right? Yes, sir. We'll change it. But basically, censorship just annoys me, and I've always disliked it. Because if you're not if you don't like something, you're not gonna play it. Okay, that took you a while. Also, my favorite example of, well, basically lazy censorship was Persona 2. Put bluntly, big bad guy was a German in the initial release, and not good, even though he was the villain of that game. So how do they censor him? They gave him glasses, and they just called him Führer, which is like just having a picture of Boris, putting sunglasses on him, and saying Prime Minister, and it's like, we still know who is underneath. It's not like ah, yes, Prime Minister, that evil fellow. Yes. So I have no idea who it is. Seems like a patch. No. Of course you're gonna know who it is. They just got sunglasses and you just change their name. Especially when you've got someone of high profile. I think no, not high profile. That's the wrong word. High infamy, to put it bluntly. So I don't know if they ever do release Innocent Sin. I wonder if they're going to change it. But I don't think they should be able. Well, I think if they ever brought it back, I think there should be a censored version and a non-censored version, or at least the option to have it censored and uncensored. Because that's the only change so far. The literal change is, oh yeah, bad guy has his sunglasses and a different name. You still, it's still the Nazi party from what I remember. It's still, it's still the general concept of really, really bad guys, and you want to get rid of them really quickly. So censoring it, I guess maybe it was a German thing where it's like, hey, we can't release this game in Germany because Germany is really strict about that. Because that's literally part of their law. They can't have any imagery like that because... would you want to be reminded of that every day? Like little Frank is playing this game. It's like, oh, who's the bad guy? Oh, it's this one. It's like, oh no, Jimmy, turn off the game. We don't want that. No, no, no. Also, I just realized I said Frank into Jimmy, so it's like Frank Jimmy. I guess is the. Oh well. I'm just terrible at remembering names. I'm also terrible at names of different cultures. Specifically because I always say Jimmy, because like, oh, you're little Jimmy, because it's like you just imagine, just a generic like cartoon. That's like, oh yeah, it's like this ideal family with the cute children and blah 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 blah. Anyway, we've done all that. Now I guess we can do the ley lines because I forgot to do that. Dispatch. Yeah, put you back in. But yeah, I was exhausted. Just could not. It's like the only energy I could muster up was just to turn on the stream and be like, hey, yeah, so there's not going to be a stream today because I feel absolutely knackered. Unfortunately, DLive can't do. Oh, DLive can't do recorded messages because how the platform works. So what had to happen was just kind of like, oh, I was just hey, popping in for like 13 seconds, we'll get 0 traction. But hey, if anyone goes, oh, that's weird, he hasn't been streaming today. Let me just check. Then the video will appear. Except DLive, in which case they just have like a 13 seconds and be like, hey, wait, what? Because they record no videos because of the way the system works. Which kind of blows. YouTube gets video as well, though. But again, Twitch works a little differently than YouTube. YouTube generally stores the video front and center in like subscription feed or whatnot, while Twitch focuses more on the live events. Like I think that's how YouTube gaming used to work for a while. I don't know if that's a thing anymore. I don't think so. I think they've changed to YouTube Live because why did you have a gaming section when it was used to like other things? Also, gaming was not popular because Twitch. That was the Twitch market at that point. Condensed resin. Right, so what are we getting today? I actually glossed over that part. Chongyun is over here. You need levels. And a lot of them. Alright, cool. So we'll do level hunting for a while. Let me just put on navigate so I don't have to worry about that. Right, there was some controversy about, what was it? Like Minnie Mouse getting a new outfit or something? My personal view, I think it looks terrible, but whatever. If it's like a collaboration between 2 companies, then that's what they decided on. There's no accounting for taste, but hey. I think people get kind of scared because it's like, hey, you're like doing this thing to this character because Minnie is usually known for wearing a dress. You know, like traditional skirt, blouse, and all that, with a bow. And it's like, okay, if this was a permanent change, I'd be like, why you do it. You are literally just fixing what isn't broken. Who asked for this? Like, it'd be ridiculous. While it's just temporary for one event, and it's just like, all right, I think it's a really terrible thing. I don't think people want to wear effectively pantsuits because it's like, what enemy is around? Okay, on to the next. But yeah, the whole thing is just kind of silly. It's like just give it a rest. Just like there's times to pick your battles and there's times not to. If you want to complain about that, then fine. If you think that's the most important thing, but you kind of got to weigh up the good with the bad, the big with the small, and all that. Also, I really hope. Oh, I checked my mic earlier, didn't I? I might not be physically exhausted anymore, but I'm still not with it. And then there's the anti-work thing now that I think about it, and it's like, how do I put it? From what I've seen, that entire subreddit was about people having really terrible bosses, and this seems to be purely American because I don't think I've seen anything like that. Because the spirit is like, oh, you work as you work, and I won't get in your way. But if you're lacking, I will push you a little bit. Like at the end of the day, it's like, I need you to do this. I can't do this. We don't go like, no, you need to do this, even though you physically can't or whatever. And it's just kind of ridiculous. I think America does have a little bit of a more time working means more production, and it's like, generally yes, but you also technically get diminishing return. It's why you've got the whole discussion about, oh, we should be moving to a 4-day work week. Because the logic is like, oh, the weeks will be longer. Oh, sorry. The logic was that if you do slightly more hours, but just do it in less days, then you don't have the entire startup period all the time. So you've got one more day of rest, so you're a little bit better off. Which I think is interesting. You gain one more free day. In return, you do a bit more work. But also, I think you need to discuss how much work you get done. Because at a certain point, you're just kind of, how do I put it? Depending on your workspace, you will either do more work or less work in that system. So it's what kind of works best for you. If you're like in a school or something and your work is like, oh, all the work is based around the students, well, when the students go, what can you do? That's like, okay, I guess teachers can stay in the school to grade stuff before having to go home and grade stuff. But that just seems a little silly. Janitors can only sweep up so much. I think security guards don't get that luxury anyway. They will be paid for protecting the building anyway, because they kind of have to protect the building. But no, basically, back on track. The whole anti-work thing was supposed to be people demonstrating people getting effectively screwed up by the bosses because their bosses were absolutely unreasonable. Like to the point there was like one person being like, I am like injured, I cannot do anything, my arm is broken, and you want me back at work. It's like, yes, I would like you back at work. And like, it's really unreasonable things. It's kind of ridiculous to see. But I also see there was stuff like, oh, how dangerous is this to say? Oh, what was it? It was like, I shouldn't have to work, so I'm not, homeless and hungry. And it's like, hey there, would you like to look at the animal kingdom just right quick for a hot moment where if you don't go out hunting, you don't eat and you die? Because fun fact, in the animal kingdom, if you don't hunt, you kind of die because you need to eat. You can't just. Can you just not work? Sure, a person could just not work at the same time that nothing's being done. And if nothing's being done, well, that kind of has a knock-on effect further down the line. Because you're not in a void. Whatever you do does impact something, whether it's greatly or very little. A government banning, let's say, black pens in all schools. You'd think, oh, it's just black pens. It's just one colour. What do you think? Well, it's not a big deal. But then some schools might be like, oh, we were using blue pens anyway. We don't really care. Or some others are like, shoot, we only have black pens. We've got to remove them all. That's going to cost a lot. What do we do with the black? Like, you get the idea. There's always a chain of effect when anything's being done or not done. But to an actual sensible example, you can't exactly like say, oh, farmers can choose just not to do just not to do work. It's like, okay, cool. That one day could kill their entire crops. Depending on, well, depending on when they do it, or they could have less of a yield. They could have angry animals or whatnot. Work just generally doesn't stop. Like you're always going to do work. If you're doing really bad work, if you're not being paid enough, cool. You can argue to do more pay. You can say, hey, I don't think this is worth this much. I'm not going to do this job. Because you can't. Okay. If a job is too low salary, and if you do the job, then that's just going to mean, hey, there's someone who took the job. That means we can get away with this. This also means that you've got to be careful who can take the jobs. Which I think there's a larger discussion there. Because, hey, some things are out of your control, and it's like, who would take the lower wages? Because if something's in high demand, and you just take the lower wage, well then, did you really argue for anything else? If not, then, can't really say anything else. If you did argue, and they basically told you, screw off, this is what you're getting, and it's like, you've argued your best case, well, you have to make that decision for yourself. Do you sell out your dignity, or do you just walk away from the job? People probably would walk away from the job because it's like, dude, you're like terrible. You don't know what you're doing. But again, it's just meh. Not too experienced in that, so I wouldn't exactly know. But I do always think you always have a choice. Not to mention that you do have a choice in some cases, and sometimes you don't have a choice in some cases. You can choose the easy way, or you can choose the hard way. Point being is that you don't always have to take it. Alright. Okay, ouch.
Orders given. Orders received.
Oh, get out of the way.
I didn't feel that.
Okay. Oh, I've really lost track. I swear I had like multiple different topics to talk about, and then I just completely forgot about them. Because of course I forgot about them. Why wouldn't I forget about them? It's almost like my memory is that of a goldfish. I'm amazed I'm even streaming right now. In fact, I think I'm streaming to see the image of my phone. Oh well. done. Alright. How far are we on Chongyun? Oh, okay, we're actually done. Okay. Ooh. This is where it gets interesting. Alright, what about your weapon? Okay. Ooh. Ooh, we can't do that yet. Okay. Nobuyushi, alright. Can I not just... Alright. And yeah, I've already done the login, so... That proved I did at least try yesterday. What else? Claymole. Sure, let's just get more experience books. We're gonna need all of them eventually. Because I'm not doing bosses yet. That's gonna wait for next week. Because I don't want to do bosses, because I've already done the bosses, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I've done the bosses. See those down here? And I'll do the Trounce dungeons at the weekend. I'll at least try again. Although I have a feeling, so eventually we're going to finish this battle pass. I really hope Final Fantasy VI comes out in that span. Because then that means I can stream Final Fantasy VI. Because I really want to stream that game. But it's the remaster's not out yet. So, that's going to be fun. I would say I would stream something like Skyrim, but that's a little bit on the, how do I put it? It's a little bit of an awkward titled stream, mainly because if you start at the very beginning, it's very rudimentary, unless you're using mods or whatnot, which I'm not using mods. My idea of playing the game would be to play the game and not be like, oh, here's Skyrim, but dragons are guns, or the bows are swords or whatnot. Basically, I like the game to be its own kind of thing. It's like, if I want to play with mods, it's going to be cosmetic and nothing more. I can't wait for 6. I personally want to see how they pull off the whole suplex a train thing. Do they keep it? Do they remove it? Is there any special dialogue added to give a nod to, yep, he just suplexed a train? Or is it going to be like, you try to suplex a train, it's like, ouch, my hands. It's like, well, what do you think? He's just trying to suplex a moving train. Like, it's either going to keep that part in, because it was supposed to be in the first place, or it's going to be like a subtle, like, yeah, we had to remove this, so we're just going to do a quick nod to it. Oh. But yeah, if we do that, that means I've played and beaten every single classic Final Fantasy game. Or at least the Pixel remasters, which aren't the originals, but they are... They're like up-to-date modern versions of the actual originals, which I rather like. I personally think they are the definitive versions of the game. I mean, holy hell, Final Fantasy III. So in that game, you had to go up the Crystal Tower. You had to fight bosses in a row. I think the DS version had healing points. It's like when you get to a crystal, you get to heal because you fight a boss. But I don't think that was like that in the original.
Born of ice and frost.
So it was like a night. So you'd have to leave the entire dungeon just to come back to the next boss. So like nice little touches like that, I think would be great. Because the remasters aren't just like, oh, we're just gonna do a full we're just gonna replace assets and it's gonna be the exact same thing. No, they changed a whole lot. Like new animations, new cutscenes, new sprites. New good sprites, I might add. Because one good example is Final Fantasy V for Steam was the mobile version. The mobile version was very bad. Because it just had like these smoothed over sprites and like a really weird UI. Because it was designed for mobile. It's designed effectively on the cheap. And like, you know, that happens, people get money, because if it's a little bit of a scam. Here we go. But yeah, that's just generally
Unleash.
what I think about the remaster thing. I really am hopeful it's going to be great.
Take flight.
I also want to see how they handle Kefka poisoning an entire lake.
Embrace the
Because
ice.
fun fact, in Final Fantasy VI, he poisons an entire lake.
Whirling
And he causes a lot of pain and devastation. I would say there's a spoiler limit on this, but how old is that game? I think any spoiler limit I put in would just be like, no, yeah, you should know that already. Or if you didn't, I guess go play the games now before I spoil everything. Right, so that's all done. Let me just go into the event details. Part 2. Let's go to the quest, navigate,
A blade embraces its duty.
and we go all the way down to Liyue. Oh, I should probably get off this menu, it's probably eating up a lot of RAM and whatnot. I do like how the actual event stuff has your traveler there. So if you pick Lumine, you've got Lumine. If you've picked Aether, you've got Aether. I think that's brilliant. Because again, they could have just been like, oh, you get Aether, or like, oh, you don't even see your traveler. It's just like
You've
from the
arrived.
perspective of
We've
the
made all
traveler,
the
so you
necessary
are the traveler.
preparations and even
So you
packed
can't
some
even look at
handmade
yourself.
snacks. Oh, that reminds me. I've also prepared some launch tubes made by Pengyi. I hope the Adepti will like them. Is there anything else I should bring?
I think it should be
Good.
everything.
In that case, let's first pay Madame Ping a visit in the city before heading out to Jueyun Karst.
There's going to be a point in time where a major character is going to be dead. Like, I have a feeling that's going to be the case. Like, just, oh, it's like you go to see Madame Ping. Madame Ping faded away a while ago. Oh, I'm going to see Zhongli. Sorry, Zhongli's yawned and returned to the mountains. Is he a Snorlax? Is he a human? Or is he Rex Lapis? Dun dun dun. Oh well. Still up in the air. Alright. So Yai Sakura should be coming after this event. If she is, young, I'm probably gonna pull for her because I want to have her. Although if it became a mixture of between like, oh Yai Sakura and like, oh, you also get I think is her name, Raiden Shogun. It would be like Raiden Shogun, or do I go for her? Raiden Shogun, or do I go for her?
Season is upon us. This is no time to be running hither and thither.
Yanfei!
You should relax and enjoy the season.
Oh wait, I thought Yanfei. Oh, I thought Yanfei was doing something
I
else.
get it, Granny, but you know, having lots of clients is a good thing.
Yes, except when you're one person, you can't handle those lots of clients.
I'm sure it is, but really, child, who could be seeking your help during the lantern rite?
Zhongli bursts in. I need a lawyer. People are making fun of my contracts.
You'd be surprised.
Like about now. Why does this feel like something a mafia would do? Like, we're just walking up in a pair, standing right beside someone. Lumine puts a hand on Yanfei's shoulder and goes, "You're coming with us."
Madame Ping! Happy Lantern Ride!
Happy Lantern Rite.
It's a pleasure to see you again, Madam Ping. How are you?
Oh dear, well, look who's here. I'm so glad to see you all in time for the festival.
I mean, we kind of. So does this mean if you technically never do this, you would just miss out on Madam Ping? Well, I guess it would be if you never did this event.
Hello, traveler. Long time no see.
Also, I'm guessing no one just knows the character's name.
Oh, and Lady Kuching is here too. The Jixing have prepared some small gifts for you to celebrate this festive occasion. There are some seasonal goods, 2 bolts of fine silk, and some exotic flower seeds, which I brought all the lighter gifts with me, but the silks are still on the way. I just submitted them for Please, accept our humble gift. Wow, those gifts sound marvelous. Please be...
Yes, how very nice of you. I'm sure the flowers will be most beautiful if you personally selected the seeds. Thank you very much, Kuching.
What do you mean they're poison nettles? What do you mean they're not possible to touch without getting poisoned?
Please, enjoy them. We intend
What
to
do you
visit
mean
the
they're the
other
dragon
Adepti
weeds
as
from
well,
Final Fantasy
I'm
V?
afraid we must be going now.
I presume you mean Cloud Retainer and the others? Yes, they should be over in Chongyun Karst.
I also love just have like, oh, the Adepti and humans, they're fine, they're buds even,
By
although
the
some are
way,
really adversarial.
I've heard that you designed all the street decorations yourself, Kuching. You decorated the city so beautifully, yet you don't even have the time to go and
Aww.
see it for yourself. What a pity.
She's literally the person who would work all night, and be like, okay, it's morning already, let's do more work. It's like, good lord.
Yanfei really enjoys spending time at the festival. You'll find her wandering around there whenever she can spare a moment.
Come on, Granny. I wasn't wandering around. I was providing essential consultation to my clients.
Those pork chops in your mouth said otherwise.
Oh, is that so? Were you also holding consultations with clients while you stood in front
Okay,
of
that's
the
funny.
Untitled
All right.
Fish stand?
As a matter of fact, I was helping them calculate the prices. It's not easy, you know. I had to check a lot of different items.
Yeah, and now I have to work off a lot of calories.
That's right. There are no holidays in my line of work. I have to be ready whenever my clients need me.
That sounds exhausting. Oh, Paimon can't imagine a life without holidays.
Can Paimon even imagine a day with work?
Well, though there are no set holidays, I do get to decide on my own schedule. I can always budget some time to relax.
So she does get holidays.
Otherwise, I would always look exhausted in front of potential clients. It'd be hard to land new cases after leaving a terrible first impression.
Zombie Yanfei, next skin, that'd be great. It's like, hello, how can I help?
Besides, what's the saying? Ah, yes. A rested worker is an efficient worker.
Yeah. Have you been to the festival yet, Kaching?
I was there many times when I was supervising the festival construction, but I haven't been there since.
Not ever since the incident.
I was planning to go after I finished my work, but the work keeps piling up. I ended up completely forgetting about it.
Why not? You have subordinates. This is why you have subordinates, to do work for you, because if you're just doing all the work, you're going to be
Yes,
absolutely
I should
knackered.
take the opportunity to show you around while you're here. But first, we should head to Chongyun Karst. If you'll excuse us, Madam Ping. We'll be leaving now. Let's see. Which Adeptus shall we visit first?
Yanfei or Madam Ping? I don't think they're Adepti.
Why don't we visit Cloud Retainer at Mount Outsung first?
2,000 units away. Yeah, we're not doing that. Over here. We're not walking 2,000 units. God, just imagine just traveling. Oh God, imagine
Alright,
traveling
Cloud Retainer
all the
is.
way from Mondstadt all the way to the latest island. Or land. So I guess you'd eventually go from Mondstadt to the where the last kingdom would be. Well then what would happen? Actually, what would happen after you get there? Would it just be like would it be like a new season where you go to a new place?
The festive season is fast approaching.
Ganyu!
What brings you to one's abode? Has the Ministry of Civil Affairs simply run out of work for you to do?
Well, with Lantern Rite just around the corner, I decided it was a good time to take leave and pay you a visit.
Oh, that's so sweet.
But, where are Mooncarver and Mountain Shaper?
Them? Oh, don't even get one started.
Okay, that graphical work. Let me check the textures after this, because that is terrible.
Is that not the Traveler and the Yuhung too? A rare visitor indeed.
Happy Lantern Rite, everybody!
Happy Lantern Rite.
Greetings, Venerable Adeptus. And greetings, Ganyu.
Huh? Lady Kuching.
Yeah, you
I
can
didn't
tell
expect to
this
see
model
you
was
here.
seen to be was made to be seen from this kind of angle, not from right up close.
Yuhung of the Qixing. Here. Most fascinating. Most courteous of you to travel hither and pay your respects. What is the purpose of your visit, if one may ask?
KFC.
It's the festive season, and on behalf of the Qixing, I'd like to give you our regards. Please, accept our humble gifts.
It's KFC.
As the governing body of Liyue, the Qixing must be busy with a myriad of affairs. And yet, you still take the time to visit one in this mountain abode. Eminently considerate of you.
There's always time for KFC. I will keep doing this joke.
Oh, what an amusing cylindrical device. I wonder what that could be.
Step inside. It makes the KFC.
This is a new type of firework which has been modified by the Ministry of Civil Affairs. I've heard that you are fond of gadgets, so I've brought one for your amusement.
Last joke, something KFC.
Cloud Retainer. Although she is not outwardly opposed to us, she is still skeptical of Liyue being ruled by humans. Maybe she thinks humans are still too young to handle it.
I mean,
No
technically
matter.
humans will
With
always
time,
be
our
too
strength
young
will
to
become
handle it,
apparent enough.
because a human will
Before,
live for like,
we
what was
should
it,
try to give her a
70
good
to 100
impression.
years? And then they just
Good thing I
birth
came
new
prepared.
generations, and the new
Cloud Retainer
generations
has a
always new,
great
so...
interest in gadgets, so she will certainly appreciate this gift.
Sorry, I'm more of a Burger King fan myself.
Ganyu has said that Cloud Retainer is very picky about food, so I made sure not to bring any snacks to avoid upsetting her.
Oh, we saw shoulder
Given
blades. That's it.
everything
The
thorough
stream has to be
consideration.
censored.
It should.
Goodness me.
Oh god,
Who
texture popping.
would have thought? Oh, my, how very interesting. It is intricate, with ingenious design, and is aesthetically agreeable.
I will accept my fate
Yes.
as a chicken wing.
Judging from Cloud Retainer's expression, it seems this gift was a success.
Did we actually need to hear Ganyu's thoughts? Like, this seems like something we should be saying something out loud, like, oh, it seems like this gift was a success.
Very good. One shall gladly accept this device. One surmises from Ganyu's words.
This was also the same character who
you
tried to
also
do
wish
cooking
to
of a
see
ridiculously
Mooncarver
complicated
and
machine,
Mountain Shaper.
which required so
The
much
timing is
manual
most
input, it was
unfortunate.
kind of ridiculous.
Oh, are they not home? Oh, we wanted to see them too.
Sorry, they're currently at Pizza Hut.
Those two old fossils. Mooncarver has been most anxious to see how Liyue Harbor fares. But the agreement was clear. Liyue is now in the hands of the Qixing, and he cannot simply roam into the city and begin supervising others' work as he pleases.
Can he not just visit? Like, oh yeah, you could visit if
So
you
one
want.
tried to
Try some of the
persuade him
local food.
otherwise, proposing that if he could not be placated, he could go to the city disguised as a human and take a brief look around. Alas, he is too stubborn, too proud. He would have none of it.
I mean, you definitely could.
Thereafter, he left, claiming to have gone traveling. He has not returned since.
So he's gonna be
Mountain
drunk
Shaper,
at
however, is
the
more open-minded.
party, whatever.
But he said he wished to look for something new with which to defend the tranquility of his mountain. He told one that he was leaving in search of treasures, and one has not heard from him since.
Yeah,
Wait,
those textures are really bad.
surely this is not a case
Like
of
these
two
textures
old
are
coots in
nice.
cahoots,
Then it just
rusing
becomes
to
like
excuse
low quality
themselves
here
that they
because
might
you're not
venture behind
supposed to
one's
see it.
back, to scurry away and go traveling together.
Huh? What's everybody doing here?
Shenhe?
This voice. Is it Shenhe?
Oh?
Oh? So Shenhe's here too! Is she also here to visit Cloud Retainer?
Is she the one that you mentioned before?
It's just a lot of cryo in one
Hello,
place.
everyone.
Shenhe, this is Ganyu. You have most likely heard of her.
Coco Goat.
Hello. I'm Ganyu. I work at Yujing Terrace. I've heard that you returned to Liyue Harbor recently, so if you need anything, please feel free to come to me.
I need Coco Goat milk.
I will. Thank you. I brought some food from the city. I heard that during Lantern Rite, people in Liyue bring food to share with their friends. So here I am.
Aww.
Oh no, I made a point of not bringing any food offerings. Is it going to be okay?
Oh, and you even brought food for those.
That's right.
After barely a few days in the city, you have learned so much. Thank you.
Huh?
Everyone, you shall all be staying in Liyue Harbor in the future. One should like to think that you will all look out for each other. Is that understood?
No, we're going to Burger King. Nope. I don't. It doesn't even work for Ganyu because I don't know anything that's a goat. I guess there's like some recipe, like some Nordic meat dishes that could do with goat. I guess. Kaching's a cat, so that's not gonna do anything. Paimon's just easy to do, and I think Shenhe's a bird.
Will do.
Yes, understood.
This place is much livelier than I'd
Much
imagined.
comprende. It's almost like they're shoving every single character, and eventually you're gonna have so many characters. Yep, show.
The conqueror of demons? One has not seen him of late.
Well, then he's probably not enjoying karst. Let's go.
In short, one is the only Adeptus who has elected to remain in Had Ganyu not come to visit, one would likely have stayed firmly put in one's abode to
I
Aw.
didn't mean to interrupt you.
Why the sudden solemnity? It would certainly not be the first time one has been interrupted on your account.
Is that supposed to be a positive thing or a negative
As
thing?
a youngling, you did so love to scurry around the place while one's attention was monopolized by mechanisms. You were especially drawn to a certain implement one had made. Oh, what was it?
Now I see the meme where it's like Cloud Retainer is going when Shenhe was young, and then Shenhe's spear is like pointed at her beak, and then Shenhe is going when Chongyun was done, and then Chongyun is covering her mouth. It really should just be like these two are covering Cloud Retainer's mouth,
Oh?
because Cloud Retainer is supposed to be the mother of these two, effectively.
Oh no, here she goes again. This could spell trouble for Ganyu.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, Cloud Retainer. I just remembered there's something I must attend to.
Oh, why the sudden haste? With the Yuheng present, why not settle this matter here and now?
I agree. Chicken wings.
No. It's something very important. In fact, I must see Lady Ningguang about it immediately.
Lady Ningguang then appears. What's the trouble? I'm already here. Why is everyone
A
here?
matter so pressing that you must find Ningguang in person?
Yes. Ningguang and I have different scopes of work, you see, and Ganyu has to report to both of us respectively.
Lady Keqing is trying to help me.
Aww.
Yes, that's right. I'm very sorry, everyone. I will take my leave.
Huh, gone already. That child, she has always been easily ruffled.
I mean, when you effectively go, when you were a kid, you did embarrassing thing, it doesn't go down well.
One can sympathize, however. It is no simple thing to be a secretary. Nearly every matter in Liyue Harbor, momentous or trivial, passes through Ganyu's diligent hands. But even as an Adeptus, She must never neglect her own health, lest she fall prone to exhaustion.
Yep, don't exhaust yourself.
Ganyu is an assiduous worker.
Or at least learn to
apt
manage how
forgoing
much work
food
you
and
can do
rest
versus
when
how
she is
exhausted you
busy.
are.
Please make sure she eats and sleeps properly whenever you see her.
We will give her a chicken wing each time she slacks off.
I will. Ganyu has always been a great asset to us. Her health is a priority, so I will take good care of her.
I upgrade that to 2 chicken wings.
The Yuheng, reliable as ever. It was indeed a wise decision to leave Liyue Harbor to you.
We will certainly strive to live up to your expectations.
As for these edibles, they do look delectable indeed.
We even included chicken wings. I don't know.
You may leave them
It's a
here.
silly joke, but I like
Shenhe shall
saying
bring
it.
these into one's
Just the idea
abode,
of
and one
like,
shall pass them
hey,
on to
chicken,
Moon
food,
Cauldron
you.
Mountain Shaper once they have made their return. This firework has an
But then again,
intriguing
that's like
One must
having like
conduct a
pet
thorough
birds and then
study
putting
of
out
it.
a roasted
And one
chicken in
also
front of
wants
them.
to hear what Shenhe has learned in Liyue Harbor.
I learnt you can't murder people. Was that really the only thing you
Yes.
learnt?
I have many interesting stories to tell.
About the time I nearly murdered someone because they were harassing me.
Let us chat while one scrutinizes this device.
You'll continue research even during Lantern, right?
Yeah, don't you rest during the holidays? This is a festive season after all.
Something human.
One has long been living secluded in the mountains and no longer observes the holidays. Worry not, one shall take appropriate care of oneself.
Well, I guess technically every day is a holiday if you're
Rest
just
is
left to your own
crucial.
devices.
If one is too devoted to one's research and falls ill, one shall be in no fit state to test the devices personally.
Mm-hmm.
Is it really that important to test it yourself?
Maybe not.
Of course. As one sows, so do they reap. And the joy of reaping is what one yearns for.
You see, I am the next character. I wield a scythe. It's called a sword, but it's a scythe.
If one spends all that time working on a machine, yet forgets to test the outcome,
Yeah, that could be very, very bad.
that would be akin to a chef who never tries his own food, no?
That is more likely than what you would think because people don't try their own food.
It is unwise
Even
to put
though
the cart
literally the first thing you
before
should do
the
is have
horse.
like a testing spoon, you take like the soup or whatever, you try it to be like, oh, that's nice, or you go like, oh, that's horrible, what the hell went wrong here?
Enough idle chatter, everyone. One must go and continue one's research. Come, Shenhe, this way.
I thought for a second she was just gonna like sink to the bottom, and it'd be like, ah, you just kind of like sank straight to the bottom. Alright, cool. Shenhe can fly. Oh my god, she actually is a bird.
Try their own food? That would be kinda weird.
You sure caught onto that one quickly.
Cloud Retainer sure does know a lot about gadgets and cooking. Though, she can be a bit strange sometimes. But then again, she is an adeptus.
Technically, this is a really interesting twist. Effectively, a god has some sort of interest in modern day technology.
That's the wisdom of an adeptus. She takes good
Or I
care
guess
of those around her. Though she
somewhat
lives in
modern day
seclusion,
technology?
She also manages to bring a hermit who's more social than most living in society. What an interesting character.
I guess when you're isolated, it's really easy to like talk to people
Traveler, Paimon.
to a degree because like
Let's
you have
head to
so many
Chongyun.
questions you can have.
Perhaps we'll find the conqueror of demons there.
How far away is it? Yeah, I'm not gliding there. Yeah, I would basically probably get over here. Like there's no. The only way you could get anywhere further than a few hundred meters or so, you would need to reduce your
Let's ask
full
Virgildet
descent.
where the conqueror of demons may be.
Chi-Chi!
Dr. Baiju, here are the herbs.
I've picked lots of them.
Now, it's interesting because you can either pronounce herbs as herbs, like herbs, or herbs as in herbs.
Splendid.
So it's either
Let me
the
pack
H
up,
is
and then
silent
we
or
can
the
be on
H
our
is fully
way.
pronounced. I think it's herbs though, because why would you say herbs?
What are you
It just
doing?
sounds kind of lazy.
Dr. Baiju wanted herbs, so I came to collect herbs. Lots of them. And Dr. Baiju came too.
Aw.
Traveler, Paimon. Oh, and Lady Kaching. It's a pleasure to see you all.
You're still
We're
supposed
here
to be.
stocking up more
Oh, the
herbs.
snake is adorable. Very. Look, I forgot to
Google
check again. God
Pharmacy
damn it.
always runs out of digestive herbs during the festival
Yeah, see, he
seasons.
says herbs.
With Lantern right just around the corner, I thought we should get prepared. We came all this way to collect some herbs, and we've picked quite the assortment. We'll be on our way back to the pharmacy once the herbs are sorted. I certainly didn't expect
But
to
no,
see the
it's
Yulong
rumored that
all the
he's
way
going to
out
be a
here.
Dendro character, like the first one. The issue is that we've got
I have some
no
business
sign
to
of that.
attend to here.
He's got a
I
Dendro
see.
thing
It's
on his waist
nearly
though,
time to
but
celebrate
also other
Lantern
characters
Rite,
can have
and
that.
you're still running errands.
I appreciate the sentiment, Dr. Baiju. I'm just doing my job. Kaching and the Traveler are
Yeah, over here.
very
That's where his
busy. And we are busy
focus.
too.
Focus? No. Is it focus? Vision. Vision. That's it. Focus is something else
Everyone,
in a different
keep
title.
it up. Right.
Yes, keep it up.
Thank you, Chi-Chi. We shouldn't tarry here any longer. Take care, you two. Three.
The snake.
Traveler, let's go find Virgil Deck.
Yeah. So you see, that's a Dendro. Vision. Now, it's either he's the only Dendro user in the entire world, or Dendro users just aren't that useful. Very good, eh?
Ah, Lady Kutching. What a surprise. Is there anything I can help you with?
No, thank you. I'm just wondering if you might know where the Conqueror of Demons is.
Well, the Traveler knows. Every night they go to the same room and...
Oh, we never inquire about Xiao's whereabouts. But if he's here, he would be up on the rooftop terrace.
So Xiao does literally just live here like a hermit.
He doesn't seem to be here.
He's gonna be up
Perhaps we
here.
came at the wrong time.
Around here. Like it's gonna be like you're looking for me.
Maybe he's out battling somewhere. Let's leave the gifts with the owner and ask her.
How can I help?
Yeah, he was just up there.
Where did you come from? You scared Paimon!
Were you here the whole time?
Yes.
Hello, I am Kuching, Yuhong of the Liyue Chising.
I heard you make a lot of KFC jokes. I approve of this, but I can't really say that.
The Yuhong. Yes. I saw you when we battled Osile. You are fierce with your blade.
Anyway, we're here to give you some Lantern Rite presents. See? There's lots of tasty food.
Don't waste your delicacies on me.
The Kaching let's try that again. The Kaching specifically prepared them for you.
Eradicating demons is my duty. You don't have to thank me.
He's smiling. That's actually him smiling. He's usually like relatively pissed, but that's him smiling. That's
Karma
actually
is harmful
pretty
to
rare.
the human body, even if you have a stronger constitution than most. You should keep your distance from me when you can afford to.
Karma is harmful to humans, even if your constitution surpasses that of ordinary mortals. If you didn't approach me so casually. He said that line radically differently.
Wait! Are you leaving? Oh, come on! Lantern Rite is almost here! Don't you want to take a break?
Why don't we go watch fireworks in the city together?
Like I said before, I have no liking for crowds. I must remain vigilant of evil attacks, especially during the holidays. I will continue my patrol as usual.
For you see, I'm gonna have a holiday skin. Christmas Xiao. Xiao, 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 I guess.
You should also exercise caution. And if there's any danger,
Yes, we know.
good.
And he's gone. Well, Xiao hasn't changed a bit. Wonder if he'll come and watch the fireworks.
Only if he wants to.
Alright, we've completed our visits with all the Adepti. Let's take a break downstairs before we head back into this.
Oh no. What should we do?
Exterminate everyone. This is a KFC robbery.
Huh? Oh, Lady Kuching! Lady Kuching! I'm so glad to see you here.
Why are you here?
Peng Yi? What's wrong? What are you doing here?
Lady Kuching, let me explain.
Your dress got destroyed. I'm so sorry.
I had rearranged the fireworks layout and expanded the range to Qingsa Village, just like you requested. My people finished setting up the fireworks and we left someone in charge to launch them for the show, but the person we left in charge came back shortly after and reported that all the fireworks in Qingsa Village had been stolen. I immediately reported the situation to the Millelith and had another batch of fireworks made to be... However, everyone's short-handed during Lantern Rite. The Millelith are already stretched thin and don't even have enough people to fill their regular patrols. We don't have many materials left. So if the second batch of fireworks gets stolen as well, we're done for. So, which is when I bumped into you. Lady Kuching, what should we do?
Explode the fireworks. Make them pay. Make them pay for stealing fireworks. Make this the last mistake they'll ever
According to
have.
the Ministry of Civil Affairs, the number of guards on patrol has to be doubled and rotated continuously during Lantern Rite. They must perform these extra measures in addition to their standard daily affairs. The only manpower they can muster during the festival would be the emergency response units.
Explode the fireworks. That'd be an emergency.
But those special units are intended only for backup. There are not many of them, and they cannot perform prolonged guard duty. If we wish to make use of them, we'll need to resolve the problem quickly.
Maybe we can ask the Adepti for help.
No.
This would be a piece of cake for someone like Cloud Retainer or Xiao.
Except they've already made a promise that they won't rely on the Adepti.
No, that would only make us look incompetent. I'll handle this, Peng Yi.
Yeah, let's help
That's
you.
right. We can take care of this together.
For someone who's taken out a dragon, fought the Fatui multiple times, fought multiple gods, you would think that your skill wouldn't be in question.
Thanks, you two. Actually, I have an idea. Let me make some arrangements.
Marriage it
Peng Yi,
is.
Go back to Liyue Harbor and get the fireworks ready. Then meet me in Qingsa Village.
We will blow everything up.
Traveler, come with me.
Follow me, 800 units away. How far away? Oh my god, that's so far away. Oh my god, that's so far away. That's ridiculously far away. Oh, so it's different elevations, so... And it's Granny character number 2.
Oh, how could a whole batch of fireworks just vanish like that?
I don't know, maybe it's you.
Hello, Granny Roshin. We'd like to know more about the recent fireworks theft.
Oh, Lady Kuching, I can hardly believe you came personally to investigate.
Because you're the culprit. You're what we call Lady McBoom.
It's no trouble at all. Please, tell us what happened.
Well, when they brought the fireworks, the children in the village were very excited. They were all gathered round, watching the area for a long time.
And then I took them. And then I said, if you want your fireworks back, you have to defeat me, the Queen of Boom.
The workers piled up the fireworks and said they would go confirm the locations to set them off. That's when they left the village. Oh, now let me remember. Ah, yes. I recall that they left the fireworks in an open area just next to a house down the old road. But the very next day, all the fireworks were nowhere to be seen.
The person in charge of the fireworks was so anxious that they went straight back to the city to find a solution.
I mean, to be completely fair or unfair, why were you leaving them out in the open? Like, I understand this is like a small little village, but anyone could have gotten their hands on the stuff.
The villagers here are worried too. The fireworks missing can only mean that there are thieves about. There are elderly and kids in the village, you know?
And this is why I became Lady McBoom.
Although the Millilith are stationed here, no one dares to go out anymore.
I understand. Please help reassure the people in the village and tell them everything's going to be fine with the Millilith standing guard. Traveler, let's go investigate the place where the fireworks were stolen.
I mean, unless it's a giant crater, I think we could just say they're stolen. Also, we have elemental sight, so this is just cheating. Let me just claim this real quick. That's what it's. Okay, so we go settings. What's the texture quality like? Graphics. Medium. So that's a high. Oh, that's not liking that. Okay. Alright, let's set this back to medium. And don't reflections. Bloom will keep crowd intensity high, reflections off. Volumetric fog on. Oh, that render resolution stuff it's not liking. Maybe I should have been messing with it. Yeah, there you go. That's much smoother. Much better.
This is the place. The fireworks were stolen here.
Yes, completely open. That's fantastic evaluation
there are
work.
Elderly and children living in Chinksa village, all too weak to defend themselves. Otherwise, they would never dare commit such a blatant crime. This is absolutely awful. We cannot let such a matter go unpunished.
I agree. We deal with Lady McBoom first.
Let's see if we can find any clues here before we plan our next step.
It's convenient that it shows us the area we should be looking at. Like, very convenient. I actually just missed it. Oh, okay. Oh, there's something over here.
Are these footprints? Let's see where they lead.
So we just go all the way down. Oh, there's the arrow. Okay.
The footprints continue here. Let's keep following them.
Just gotta look for the arrow. There it is.
The footprints continue here. Let's keep following them.
You know, if they just jumped in the water, like, that would be it. We couldn't find them. What, they're this close? Really?
Sir, please. This is all just a big misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding?
Hey,
you say?
it's Chongyun.
If so, then tell me, why are you hiding here?
Please, good sir. This really
And
is just a
Chongyun!
misunderstanding. I would never dream of getting anywhere near the Feiyun Commerce Guild shipment.
Something's happening over there. Let's go have a look.
No, no, no. Let's let them handle it. I'm sure they're gonna give them a beating.
The Feiyun Commerce Guild? It must be.
Please, save your breath. Restrain this fellow. Tightly now. We mustn't let him get away.
Yes, young master.
I was sure it was an evil spirit. Turns out it's the treasure hoarders again.
Xingqiu and Chongyun! Hello!
What are you guys doing here?
Well, hello, dear traveler. Our fates cross once again. What brings you here?
KFC.
Excuse me. Please, tell me what is happening here.
You see, the McDonald's tribe is... No, I can't. I can't
Yes.
continue this joke.
Allow me to explain. It so happens that every year during the Lantern Rite, the Feiyun Commerce Guild transports supplies to various villages outside of Liyue Harbor. Family rules stipulate that the supplies must be personally escorted by a family member. Because my older brother went last year, the duties have fallen to me this time around.
Oh, so what's Chongyun doing here?
Shenhe was about to recount his baby stories.
Chongyun happened to be visiting, so I cordially invited him to join us for the journey.
Oh, I see. But why did Chongyun say he thought there was an evil spirit?
Also, I should probably mention, fan art isn't the same as the actual product. People can kind of get tricked into thinking, hey, I see fan art of this all the time, like Beidou and Ningguang dating and all that. And it's like, the fan art isn't the same as the actual product, so take it with a grain of salt. One's an interpretation, the other one is the actual product.
To ward off evil spirits and the like. In ancient times, Liyue was plagued by evil spirits. As people gathered together to celebrate the annual festival, the yang energy would intensify, and evil spirits were thus attracted to the fringes of the city by the strong scent. Liyue Harbor was under the gracious protection of Rex Lapis, so the spirits dared not enter the city. However, they still lingered near the city gates and pestered the passers-by. In order to drive the spirits away, people made firecrackers and lit them near the city gates. The flashes of light and loud noise successfully drove the spirits whence they came. This festival is now known as the Lantern Rite. It was my intention to travel around to see if there are any malicious spirits lying in wait for passers-by.
Alright.
Since I happened to have a shipment of goods to deliver, and our course was through the mountains, I naturally thought it best to have my thaumaturge friend traveling alongside me.
Xingqiu said he learned the story about evil spirits from an ancient text. The text vividly describes the appearance and even the whereabouts of the spirits.
He never got the book to see the book, did he?
Anyway, when we arrived at the area, Chongyun sensed an ambush about to take place. Upon searching the area, we found a group of treasure hoarders. They tried to flee the moment we were up. Fortunately, I was swift enough to catch one of them. Your timing couldn't have been more fortunate. We were just... He insists the matter is merely a misunderstanding, but things seem quite clear as ice.
Good, sir. Just hear me out. Everyone knows the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Had we known it was your merchant caravan, we never would have. The master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild is famous for his generosity and noble deeds.
Did he just admit to doing the deed?
So, you see, this is nothing but a big misunderstanding.
What you mean to say is that you were targeting someone else then? Well, who was it?
Well, just trust me. We were definitely not trying to steal your goods. Please believe me.
No, you're not.
Master Xingqiu, I would like to borrow a few of your staff to escort the thief to the Ministry of Civil Affairs. As for the bounty, we will pay you afterward. It is my humble duty to uphold justice. No remuneration shall be necessary. Come then. See that this thief is taken to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Take that.
Yes, young master, leave it to us. You heard him. Take this man over there and make sure he's secured. Tie each of his fingers separately if you have to. He's not going to pull anything under our watch.
Wait a second. Please also deliver this message to the Ministry of Civil Affairs. It's very likely that this thief is related to the recent fireworks theft in Qingce Village. Make sure they have someone question him thoroughly.
With a whip.
So the plot thickens. Is your task clear? We mustn't disappoint the Yuang.
Yes, young master, I understand. We'll be on our way.
I've heard many
Like,
good
they're a
things
treasure
about you,
hoarder.
Master Xingqiu.
And literally his defense
Thank you
was,
for your assistance.
no. It's like, literally it's a treasure hoarder, and it's like, come on now. You can't just say, oh, I didn't mean to steal from you, I was planning to steal from someone else. It's like, that's not how that works.
Everyone, My intuition tells me that there could be more than one group of treasure hoarders in this area.
More than one group?
Oh, you've got quite a keen eye too, Chongyun.
I detect an army. Multiple armies. It's the Fire Nation.
During our search, I found scattered sets of footprints differing from those on the road. There may still be other treasure hoarders waiting to ambush passers-by. When I was chasing the treasure hoarders earlier, I noticed that they were nearly unarmed and very few in numbers. If they truly intended to ambush the Feiyun Commerce Guild, they must have overestimated themselves. If you ask me, they didn't seem to be staging an ambush, but rather it appeared as if they were...
It appears they may be the thief's accomplices. They were probably hiding here to wait.
What exactly are the stolen goods?
Fireworks.
Taking advantage of the elderly and children. What a loathsome group of criminals.
Execute the lot.
Lady Kuching, don't fret about manpower. Chongyun, let's go lend them a hand in Chingsa village, shall we?
Yeah, just leave it to us. We can handle a bunch of thieves.
Thank you. That will help alleviate the crisis in Chingsa village. Unfortunately, the footprint... It seems we were only a moment away from catching all the treasure
Can you
hoarders.
not use elemental sight?
Thank you, Master Xingqiu. I'll leave...
Most assuredly, Lady...
God, that took forever.
It's fortunate our paths crossed with those
So it's good to have some help.
The thieves who stole the firework. I'll go
Good
have a look
lord.
around. I've troubled you enough, folks.
Kuching. Oh, right! You're in the Liwa Chising. Why don't... At least it'll be safer than investigating on your own.
Damon's right.
Yes, I agree, but we are short. The fireworks that were way I see it, if they were... All I have to do is find... Don't worry. I am...
Well, when you put it down...
It's settled then.
I'm skipping the text. This is long. Good lord. Yawning. Also, probably doesn't help. Alright, we've done that. That took a while. Event details. Okay. So now we do the Great Gathering. We can go into part... Oh, part 2 of the riddles. Wait, is that actually... Wait, we've actually done... Oh, no. I'm being dumb. Over here you can select the second one. Yeah, it's like, oh, that's weird. It's like, there's only one part to this. No. There's multiple parts. I just completely... Blech. Oh, good. Okay, so there's the boat over here. Alright, and where are we going? Oh, just over here. Alright. Might be a good time to mention that if you actually do like watching me do these streams, you can follow on Twitch or you can subscribe on Facebook. YouTube, I really am tired. Good lord. Just throwing rocks at you. But yeah, I do these streams weekdays, unless I'm supremely tired, in which case I will probably try and do... Oh, God, that's loud. I'll probably try and at least have a notification saying why I'm not streaming. But yeah, I'm probably going to do this, and then I'm going to do the puzzle thing afterwards. In which case, I'll make the puzzle thing the last thing of the day.
By ordinance divine, obey! For Rex Lapis!
I would have really liked to have done the quests a little bit padded out, so I would have probably done this yesterday, but again, way too tired, wasn't feeling up to it. Come on.
Unleash! Do your master's bidding! Take flight!
Come on, go down. There we go.
You wait.
Alright. And now we just retrieve this. And now, is that it? Yeah, okay, 3 items. Okay, okay. So no, that's not it. We've got a few more to do. A few more to do. This will take a while. I think this might actually get the stream over to 2 hours. Again, I could always just end it prematurely, but I want to finish off as much as I can do. Then again, I'm mainly tired because this is just all the energy I have left after doing a full day at work, so that's great.
My apologies!
Come on. I don't like those fly enemies, because they don't give you anything. Like, the only thing they kind of give you is, oh, you now get, was it, you get some golden XP, that's about it.
Sakura swirl! My blaze over! No touching!
Alright. Yeah, these elite treasure hoarders, so much defense. Did I? Where are you? Oh, you're hidden behind the brush. Brush, bush, trees. The thing that will no longer protect you because, you know, you're dead. Wow, you must have no health left. How much health? Good lord. Just a little sliver was like 2,000. That's absolutely ridiculous. Alright, and the last one's over here. And then we have to deal with the sea quest. And that will be fun. I should probably swap out Ganyu for Chongyun.
My demon expelling mantra is...
Because he's a little stronger now. Not the strongest. That's also going to help with rock shields. Because aside from geocasters like Ningguang, this is the only way you can hurt stone enemies. Alright, he's still not the strongest.
Merely a scratch.
Life goes on.
So I think we've got a little bit to go. He's level 80, but he's barely doing any damage. Then again, his artifacts are really weak, so he just needs a lot of attention. So the entire point of these formations is supposed to be like spears going in, but it's like, how many spears? Or like, how did you get a spear to like stack up like that?
Now it's fight!
That got the entire thing. Okay.
From whence you came.
That does a fair bit of damage though.
One with my blade.
Oh, and that does multiple hits. So if you hit with the actual attack and then the beams, you do additional damage. So I like that. Also, if you can splice the whole fireworks thing, that's an elemental reaction. And now that's done. So now we go to event details, Great Gathering. We've done all that, so we can now go to this. Oh, this is going to take a little bit. Because this is only the first half. Oh, I need to get a boat. Just need to get that boat. And you can see that whole thing, like glowing in the distance. You can't pick that up yet. You have to actually do it in order. You have to do it in order. Because I don't know, it's a weak link. Like, oh yes, enemies are here and they're like, I don't know, protecting the next one over? This is the next one. So for left or right, I'm saying left. Right, okay. Really right, oh god. Now we turn over. We've got more boats. Your E just as AoE, and it's just a great way of dealing with them. Adjusting headset. Okay, cool. This is just going to be enemies. And this is just to collect Ningguang stuff, by the way. So all this is Ningguang stuff. And apparently even monsters got their hands on them. Over here. Yeah, this is a relatively complicated one. Or at least the pathways are getting complicated. There you go. And that's done. Is that all of them? Hey, that's all of them. Alright. We can do the next one. Thankfully, the boat heals over time. I wish that... It's like, boy, I bet some people wanted this on a Titanic. Just a self-healing boat. Alright, maybe a little taste, but whatever. There's Geo. Actually, who? I think the only person who uses that would be Ito. And it shows you where you should be going. So, if it's just streaming along, it means you've got to go in this. Yes. In this direction. And this is a more complicated one because you're picking up things as well as going forward. So it's not just a race, it's a race to see you can pick up the most stuff. Also you get the speed boosts, which then puts your boat in like physics mode for a second. So it's fun. Also, I love how just one of the things is just don't destroy your Wayrider. which is effectively don't die. And done, I think. Wait, really? Oh, nope. Meant to go this way. Yeah, I wasted a bit of time there. But it's fine. Because there's no more treasures to collect. So we already have all of them. Yeah, it's just pure physics mode with these. It's actually kind of fun, but it also messes up your dash. Because it stops you dashing. Alright, yeah, we're not trying it again. Now we've got to go all the way back. Because that's how far away we are. And it'd be fast to teleport, so we're just teleporting there, summoning the boat again, and doing this all over again. I think that's the one we need to do, though. Let me just double check. Got a challenge. Yeah, okay, it is. So I swear they changed how they handle, oh, nope. Alright. It's never gonna be that easy, huh? Alright, so where's the opening? I think there's an opening here. There you go. Yeah, I think we need to go all around this island. Just to get one event. Can I blow this up with this? Oh, yes, but it's like no better than an actual short sword.
From whence you came.
Didn't want to fight Geo Slimes, but whatever. Again, Chongyun just kind of reminds me of like, what's the name of that mask? It's not Majora's Mask. It's the Fierce Deity Mask from Majora's Mask. Oh, really? It's not. Oh no, it's got no shallow bit. Well, it's got no deep bits. Crud. Alright, so that's technically landlocked. So, let's go all the way over here. Yeah, there's one over there. And while I'm here, I might as well be taking these. Because Chongyun needs,
I ride on
Core
wind and
Lapis.
cloud alike.
Obey! Do your master's bidding!
And yep, flies.
Sakura swirl! Whirling snow!
Which are really terrible because they mess with your blooming auto-aim. Because most spells have a sense of auto-aim. Like whenever Ayaka is using her ultimate, she has to auto-aim that first.
Opening box of Adepti tricks. Blink! My apologies!
And I missed. Where are you? Oh, you're here. I thought you got stuck in a tree. That actually reminds me of because Legends came out, people have been playing the game, and I think someone managed to get Snorlax stuck in a tree, and it's like, how would you do that? So Snorlax is known to be super lazy, although apparently in blooming like the land before it became known as Sinnoh, like Houston or something, bloody, bloody hell. Like, Snorlaxes were angry. Like, they would screw you up. Like, they were like alpha predators. Like, Jesus. It's like, don't piss off a Snorlax. But in, like, modern day Pokemon, Snorlax is generally, like, lazy and, like, they just eat a lot. And that's why they're so big? Come on. I want all of them. Also, if you ever want to do a reverse maneuver, you have to hold the opposite direction you're holding, and back. So if you want to go right, you have to hold left and back. If you want to go... Ooh. If you want to go left, you have to go right and back. Sorry. Left you go right and back, right you go left and back. That kind of logic. Because you are moving in reverse. Okay. Excellent. Done! Okay. Whew. Event details. Great gathering. We've done all of that so far. Next up, let's actually check the shop. It's Afterglow Market. You can do this. Do this. This. And we've got one more. Alright. Oh. So yeah, we'll get that at the next stage. And this one, that's the fireworks. So let's do this one. And after we've done this, I will close the stream there because, to be fair, we've been... How active have we been? We're nearly at 2 hours. We're at 1 hour and 54 minutes. Which, surprised I can keep going this long. Okay, yeah, okay, we get different shapes. So we've done the sensor, we've done no. We've done the ship, we've done the kite. Oh, I know what it is. It's a geo symbol. Yeah, it's a geo symbol. Like, it's blatantly obvious what it is. Segment 2? Oh! Oh, I see now. Alright. Segment 2. Okay. There you go. Scales. For Yanfei. Alright, so how are we doing this? It doesn't matter how we do it? No, it's gotta be something like this. Like, come on, it's... I know what it is. It's supposed to be... for... kitching, right? Yeah, so something like this. Oh, okay. Can I not just... I not just... Okay. I should be able to move this. But it gives me full rotation. So why couldn't I... Oh, actually... Getting closer. Okay, so... Is it... something like this? No, it is something like this. What could it... Oh, it's actually the triangle thing. Like... kind of know what I need to go for. But like... I think 99%. We're nearly there. Like... Come on, we're almost there. Almost. There we go. That took forever. Okay. That was actually really complicated. Okay. And I think we are done here. Let me just claim the rewards. No, let me claim the rewards. Oh no, have I already claimed the rewards? Oh, we're nearly at 4,000. Ooh. Or rank 40, not 4,000. So how much? Okay, so we're at 6,000 daily. So we're nearly 10 left. Okay. Okay. So we're doing pretty well.
The
Not
assumption that every
too
person has
bad.
someone to call home is naive. I got used to it.
Let me check the store. You were definitely not getting everything. Yeah, we've got the books to get next. Alright. Well, with that, I'm gonna call it there.
Alongside the birds and beasts
I think we've been at this for a while. So I might as well leave something for Monday. And Monday, oh no. What's gonna happen Monday? Okay, alright, never mind. We can probably just deal with the fireworks, because it's the most inoffensive thing. I think it's you, place, and smelt. Here we go. Okay, so, what do we have? Let's deal with the spread. Okay. Size. Alright. Height. I want to do this slightly. Okay. And spread. Yeah, okay. Complete smelting. Perfect. And fireworks amidst a snowy sky. Oh. Ooh. Okay. So we want to start on the spread. Okay. And Now we go to color. I want to do this greatly. And then we'll do this slightly. There we go, that's barely there. Height. Height, we want to max this out. And then size. Slightly. Oh no, I don't have enough. Okay. Screwed it up a little bit. So I've really... Okay, so... I think... How do we screw this up? I think we're supposed to do the spread first. But it is effectively random. Greatly, we'll do this on color. And we'll do this on height. Okay. Slightly, we can focus on color and then size. Done. And then we got fireworks. And if we do get ready to launch, we can just do fireworks. Which doesn't really do anything. You just need to smoke the fireworks, you don't really need to send them off. Yeah, see? And we got perfects. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna call that it for today, because, well, that's the end. See ya. Right at 2 hours.